we're live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show, show number 155. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, and the show creator. That would be my son, Matt.
Yo.
There he is.
Yeah.
Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. And you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. We're live on YouTube weekday mornings. Coming up today, what makes a good bedtime snack? A woman who had an unexpected throwback Thursday recently when she opened a cabinet in her home. People posted the most cringeworthy things their higher-ups have said to them, and it's day 2 of our Stumpah. Stumpah.
Day 2 to Stumpah.
I misspell it, Stumpah.
And you don't pronounce it right.
Which my spell check has a real problem with. But
Yeah.
day 2 of the Stumpah is coming up. Okay.
I do have to say, I Google searched Stumpah. I probably should have done this before we started the Stumpah.
Oh.
But if you search the Stumpah, it's just our podcast that comes up. So
It's all right.
Let's get a round of applause for that. Yeah.
Stumpah.
So it was a good name. A good name.
I guess so.
Yeah. I think we have to credit Trish actually for the name.
My name's not Trish.
I believe we do.
She was I can't remember if it was solely her idea or if she was in the.
It was a car meeting, wasn't it?
It was a car meeting
On the way to Virginia
our
Beach.
favorite kind of meetings.
Yep, they last 12 hours.
Some say our most productive meetings. Actually,
true.
Yeah, there was one meeting we wrote a song,
Yep.
as we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were driving, and I used to call this the impossible question on radio, but we thought everybody does that now.
Yeah.
So
Had to come up with a good name. We're
She
from
came up-
Boston. Stumpah.
Yeah. Stumpah. Greetings this morning. I want to say thanks to Samantha. She posted a meme yesterday on Facebook that I grabbed and I sent to him. I said, we got to use this. Because you know how yesterday was the 2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2 Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, it's all over. No more cool number things. Then she pointed this out.
Yeah.
Every day till the end of the month is a palindrome.
Yeah. Me being an idiot, I thought you meant every day of the month was a palindrome, and I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't work for every day. But it was for the rest of the month.
Valentine's Day wouldn't work.
No, it just doesn't work, man.
So Sam posted that, so thank you for that. If you're into numbers. I didn't look it up if it's a numerologist or a numismatist.
That one just sounds violent.
Wrong, yeah. If you're into numbers, yeah. So thank you for that, Sam. We're all set to go. Studio Dog Charlie,
You messed up.
I blew it.
Yeah, you
I
did.
blew it.
You did mess up.
Studio Dog Charlie was all curled up in a ball on the couch in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And
He was doing his post wake up nap, which is where he wakes up, goes downstairs, and goes back to sleep.
Exactly. So he was sitting there all comfortable, and we have him all day today. Trish is at work on the boo-boo bus.
Yeah.
So I went and got a couple of treats to have in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlie is like, grown into the perfect dog. He can hear the canister open.
Oh, yeah.
What's that joke about my dog couldn't hear the burglars, the break-in or whatever, but unwrap a slice of cheese and boom.
He'll find out.
There he is.
Yeah. So now he's wide awake staring out the window, which we all know is going to be great once somebody walks by.
So I brought I brought a toy in the studio for him.
Yeah.
And I sat down.
My.
I put my headphones on. I was all set to go. And I forgot it was a squeaky toy.
Yeah. And Charlie knows exactly where the squeaker is.
Yeah.
And so he enjoys very much so
that was
squeaking his toys.
That was his elephant.
Yeah.
So I said, I shouldn't have gotten that toy, huh? And Matt was like, probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
No.
I was like, we got time if you want to swap it out.
Yeah, because we were on time today.
Yeah, we're actually early. You guys didn't know that. I started it on time. But.
So I went out and I picked up his blue dinosaur and I squeaked it, and that one squeaked.
That one's loud.
That's not good. I thought the squeaker was gone in the red one.
He doesn't do that. He doesn't take squeakers out of toys.
So I picked up his red dinosaur, and that one squeaked.
That one's the loudest of all of his toys. That would have been a terrible idea. Yeah.
So I went with this donut. I brought his donut in, and Matt reminded me that one squeaks
That one
too.
also has a squeaker.
Yeah.
It's harder to find because it's a circle. so you never really know where it is. So he has a tougher time finding that one.
We might make it.
We might.
We might.
We might.
We might.
Yeah.
So we will see. His birthday, by the way, when's the 1st?
8 days. No, February, man. Always messing me up.
5 days. So it's what, Tuesday?
Maybe.
Yeah. Whenever the 1st is, that's Charlie's birthday.
It's got to be Tuesday. Because Trish will be home, so it's got to be a Tuesday.
We got Charlie May 1st.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
We got Charlie May 1st, and he was 8 weeks old. So, yeah, Trish is talking about having a birthday party.
What I wonder, do you think she's going to have us celebrate his birthday and his got ya day, which would be May 1st? Because that's the day we got him. Are we going to have 2 parties? Do we have to buy 2 presents?
Can we have 2 cakes?
Because that's the thing. Yesterday, she goes, what if you guys bought Charlie?
Yeah. And
I was like, well, I haven't bought anything yet.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were celebrating until right now.
So should we try at least to get one toy that doesn't squeak?
Maybe.
All right.
But we got him a bag of chips toy.
Yeah. It was like a fake Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. And it crinkled. It didn't squeak, but it crinkled, and he destroyed that in 2 days.
2 days it was gone.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Welcome to Wednesday. It is February 23rd. It's National Banana Bread Day.
Nice.
Yes. No. You don't like banana
no, that's
bread.
right. I don't like
You keep thinking you like it until you taste it. Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
It's National Dog Biscuit Day today.
Oh,
Charlie!
There we go, Charles. You know, it's to celebrate. We'll give Charles one.
Will you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's being good.
He just came down from the... Oh, he hears it.
Let's celebrate.
He knows you're doing something.
Little biscuit for Charles.
Happy Dog Biscuit Day to you.
He's enjoying it. He's celebrating for all of us.
Yes.
Do you want to taste?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have tried them though. I don't know if it was when I was a kid or I do remember I've had a milk bun.
We probably all have, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Gross.
You have to.
Yeah.
And it's also National Tile Day today. National Tile Day. Something my oldest son, his brother, learned to never do again.
Yeah, it's very complicated. Well, to tile a shower.
They did a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's against all tile everywhere, but specifically showers.
Yeah.
There's so much involved.
With the drains and
the pan, right? Is that what they call underneath so it doesn't leak everywhere?
Right.
I don't know. Complicated.
He said never again.
Never
again. On the Datebook, I put this one in for Mia. It was on this day in 1821. The College of Apothecaries was organized in Philadelphia. That was the first U.S. pharmacy college.
Oh.
The College of Apothecaries. On this day in 1822, Boston was incorporated as a city. Hey, Boston. On this day in 1836, the Battle of the Alamo began. Did not turn out well. On this day in 1896, the Tootsie Roll was introduced.
How do you feel about Tootsie Rolls?
I love them. It's sort of you in banana bread. No, you don't like banana bread. I like them until I start to eat them. You know what I mean? It's like the thought of having a Tootsie Roll is like, oh, yeah, I'd love a Tootsie Roll. And then after the first, 700 or 800 bites.
So, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, what do you think? You like them? Or?
Yeah, I just remember them as like the bottom of the Halloween bowl or something, and I'll eat them. It's one of those candies I'll eat because I don't know. You got the list of candies that like you'll eat even though you don't necessarily want to.
True.
And then you got the list of candy like the almond joys,
right?
That I won't touch.
Yeah.
I don't mess with that or anything coconut. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it.
Isn't it Mounds coconut? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this day in 1940, Walt Disney's animated movie Pinocchio was released. On this day in 1945, the U.S. Marines raised the American flag on top of Mount Suribachi in Iwo Jima. A famous photo that is now turned into the Marine Monument. On this day in 1999, hip-hop artist Eminem released his first major record album. It was called the Slim Shady LP. And it was 1 year ago that Tiger Woods crashed his car driving south of Los Angeles, injuring both of his legs. Still says he's nowhere near coming back to be able to play competitive golf. Lucky to be walking.
He did golf with his son not too long ago.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably just not back to his previous caliber of play.
Celebrity birthdays, a couple of former football players. Fred Biletnikoff used to play for the Raiders. He's 79.
What a name.
Yeah, really. Ed Too Tall Jones with the Cowboys, 71.
What a name. Middle name, Too Tall.
Too tall. Patricia Richardson, who was the mom on Home Improvement.
Oh, shout out Trish.
Yeah, she's 71. That's right. Singer Howard Jones is 66. Bobby Bonilla, 59. Josh Gad, who will always be known to me as the voice of Olaf.
Yeah.
He is 41.
He killed that role.
Aziz Ansari is 39. He was on Parks and Rec.
Yes, sir.
All right. Gerard Mayo is 36. Did you know he was in a mayonnaise commercial in the Super Bowl?
And it makes sense because his last name is Mayo.
Yeah,
and I realized that the first time watching the commercial.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dakota Fanning is 28 today. All right, so what's going I understand we have a problem in Rhode Island.
Yeah. Emily says, sad news from Rhode Island. Our TV broke last night out of nowhere, and Gary is not doing well with our loss. Let me ask you this from someone who would also be not doing well. What did you do?
How did it break?
How'd you? No, I was more so saying.
Oh, what did you
What'd
do
you do
instead
to
of having
pass the time? Did you guys like read books or maybe played Scrabble or something? Or did you just go to bed? That's how we felt when the power went out. We were like,
Yeah,
I
we
guess
went
I'll
to bed
just,
at like 9.
guess I'll just go to bed. There's
Yeah.
nothing else to do. Yeah. So
No.
that's my question. What'd you guys do? But also, how'd you break it?
Yeah.
She just say broke out of nowhere, so maybe you just stopped working. That happens.
be.
That happens sometimes.
Could be.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Let's see.
The other day you were trying to adjust something. Oh, we were watching the NASCAR race, and the logo Fox had in the upper
Yes,
corner.
somehow our picture wasn't fitting our screen.
Yeah, it was like the logo was off the screen.
Yeah.
So, that kind of bothered Mr. Tech over here.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So he starts going into the settings on the TV, and I'm like, I don't consider myself stupid when it comes to electronics.
Okay. It's good that
Pause there.
it's good that you feel that way about yourself. Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I can operate most things, can I?
I think tech has accelerated faster than your learning ability.
Okay,
Yeah.
tech has sped up, I've slowed down.
So it's not.
I'll
it's-
give you that much.
So it's not your. I'm not even saying you slowed down. I just think tech sped up very, very quick.
Yeah.
But also, you don't take the time to keep up with it. I'll say that.
True.
You and Trish default to asking me instead of learning.
Hey, why do it?
Yeah.
So anyway, he's going through all these settings, and I'm like, okay.
I fixed it though, right?
He did.
I did fix it. I'm not really sure how.
I was
but-
going to say, wasn't
but
that the
my
thing
dude
where you're
Peter
like,
guy? I don't know. I know you're not watching live, but if you're watching later, I was troubleshooting.
all of a sudden I looked and it was fixed, and I said, hey, you did it. And I said, what'd you do? And he said, I don't know.
Just troubleshooting, changing
it.
some things.
That's it.
I was actually changing like the color setting, which I don't really know why that changed the picture, but it did. It worked.
Yeah, you went from vivid to...
Yeah, it was changing from like vivid to like game to movie to this to that.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I stayed on. I think I stayed on. Well, actually, funny enough, it was on like a custom setting.
Right.
A custom setting, and then I went to other settings, went back to custom, and it worked. So we ended up
funny
back
thing
on the
is-
same color scheme or whatever that we were on. I don't know. It just needed a little reset.
The funny thing is, as he's doing all this, I don't remember setting up that TV. I don't know.
It is
somebody
pretty
must
old.
have.
It is pretty old. TV.
I know, but somebody must have done it, right? Either you,
Yeah, could have been Doug, and Doug was probably here when we got that TV.
was he? Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It is a pretty old TV, so maybe it was you.
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
I interrupted. Was there anything else in there?
Diane's here. Good morning. She said listening from Stamford, Connecticut for the rest of the week.
Oh,
Nice. Justin's
Nice.
here. Gloria's here.
We've
Good
made it
morning.
into the Connecticut market.
Gary said, I went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you do? He said the backlight went out. Yeah. So at that point, you just got to buy a new TV, right? I think
Is it?
it's a very important component.
I don't understand backlight.
The backlight allows you to see.
Oh, so he's getting nothing on the.
That's my interpretation.
Okay.
I don't know. Emily says it's only 4 years old. Stupid technology. Was there a warranty? Mm-hmm. Because 4 years, that's too young.
We were talking about that the other day. Wine night. We had wine night Saturday.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the couches because
yeah.
Our couch is kind of like sinking in.
Yeah. It is
And
older.
yeah,
I think Trish said it was, what did she say? 7 or 8 years old?
7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
7, because
7
she
years
compared
old.
it to Sarah's wedding.
Right. That was it. And Trish was having trouble getting off from the couch,
Yeah.
which made me feel good because I thought it was just me all this time.
Well, we still blame you for the reason it sinks, because you enjoy that couch more than anybody else.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was talking about new couches, and then Miss Mary Jane was talking about her couches, and it was Mary Jane who said they just don't make stuff to last anymore. It's
Yeah.
like it's all built to fall apart in, I don't know, if you get 5 years out of it, you should be lucky.
You make more money with that way.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
But I will say it also depends on the cost. Like sometimes they lower the cost. Like we think costs are getting better for like couches and things. Not currently,
Right.
Inflation.
Right.
But with lower cost comes poorer quality. But that's like the what is it? The conspiracy that like washing machines, appliances, they make them so that they work just past the warranty.
Yes, I have heard that.
Yeah, they design them specifically to work just past the warranty. Then you gotta get a new one.
Sometimes it seems that way.
Let's see. Gary says, use the headlamp and could see the picture with a headlamp pointed at the TV, but without it, couldn't see anything. Problem solved. Get a spotlight, put it behind the TV.
That's it.
I don't see the issue.
Save yourself a couple $100.
Can you imagine somebody walks in and like they set up a headlamp behind the TV and just point it at, and they just walk in and we're like, we need to see the final score. We can't.
Can't move.
We need to see it.
Can't move.
Yeah.
So
that would be me.
Now, Gary, of course, you need to do the guy thing now. If you go shopping for a new TV, you have to go bigger.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
You can't buy the same size.
That's true.
Guys always have to say,
that is a law.
Look at that one.
I guess.
I think so.
Yeah.
In the news today, a Massachusetts couple will forever have a connection to the number 2 as their twin sons were born on Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022, which is being referred to as Tuesday, spelled T-W-O. Heather and Pedro Xavier from Lakeville welcomed Caden and Carter at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston yesterday. Caden was born first at 11:25 a.m. Hey, quiet down. I'm talking babies here. They need to sleep. Caden was born at 11:25 a.m. Carter was born just 12 minutes later. And we wish them both the best and a happy 2-2.
There you go. Wow, that took a while. I saw a compilation of all the news anchors saying 2-2-2-2-2, and it was funny because everyone did it the same way because you need the rhythm in order to understand it.
A VHS copy of The Terminator in mint condition sold for $32,500. The tape of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is from 1984, the year of its original release. Vincent Zerzolo, the chief operating officer of ComicConnect.com, tells TMZ the tape was only on the market for 3 days. Vincent adds that there's been a big increase in VHS purchases over the past few years because of nostalgia. A father in France was so frustrated that his kids were spending so much time online that he set up a multi-wave jammer to temporarily cut off the internet connection at his house. Unfortunately, this illegal jammer was a little more powerful than he thought, and it knocked out the entire connection. It knocked out the connection in the entire town. People, of course, were not happy to be dealing with internet problems, even if this guy's heart was in the right place. Because of this stunt and the problems it caused, the guy could now face up to 6 months in prison. Just trying to get his kids off the internet. Hello.
Yeah, I was trying to pick him up, bring him over here, but he ran away.
You don't want to be picked up? You don't want to be a star?
Well, he knows that if he keeps running around, eventually he'll get a treat, but that's actually not how this works.
Mm-hmm.
You get treats when you're a good boy.
Good boys get treats.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why Pete never gets any treats.
Hey. Virgin Galactic has opened ticket sales to the general public, if you want to go. The trips, which will take passengers to an altitude of more than 50 miles, will cost $450,000 and include several days of training. That might help. If things go according to plan, Virgin Galactic will start providing these rides in the next year or so. And what do you get for $450,000? During the 90-minute flight, you will reach an altitude of more than 50 miles and experience about 4 minutes of weightlessness before returning to Earth.
Now, hear me out. Wasn't Virgin Galactic the one where they were in trouble with the FAA, right? That's who regulates everything.
Something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong with the initial flight.
Yep.
Or something was going wrong, but they refused to stop, and they kept going anyways. And now they're like, come on, civilians. Just pay the same price as a normal house, and you can come on up for 4 minutes.
Might go smooth. We don't know. A junior hockey player in the United States Premier Hockey League has been banned for life after he sucker punched a referee. Paul Halloran of the South Shore Kings was being tossed from a game Sunday for making contact with an official. As Halloran was being escorted off the ice by another official, he punched the referee in the face and pushed him to the ice. The league acted quickly, issuing a lifetime ban within a couple hours of the game. Yikes.
See, I've gotten mad at umpires before. Never did I ever want to hit them.
Yeah.
Like, I've never even come close to having that desire.
That's why I've seen articles this fall and winter about high schools across the country. They're having trouble finding umpires.
Yeah.
They don't have enough.
We all get mad at umpires and referees sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they suck. That's just the reality of life.
But you don't,
You don't hit them.
You never hit them.
You never hit them.
You never hit them.
What?
Yeah. And as you might have seen, Michigan basketball head coach Juwan Howard made big news by taking a swing and connecting with the face of Wisconsin assistant coach Joe Krabenhoft in the handshake line after the Michigan-Wisconsin game. The punishments were announced Monday. Howard was fined $40,000 and is suspended for the rest of the regular season, which is five games before the tournament.
Why are we all hitting everybody?
I know. Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard was fined $10,000. He didn't even do anything, but he's the head coach. No suspension. And Coach Krabenhoff, the one that was hit, he was not punished at all. Evidently, it had something to do with the game wasn't even close, but Wisconsin kept using timeouts and applying the press, and I don't know, something was said in the line, and yeah, coach hit him. Now, coach should know better.
You should. You should. I mean, it looked like they were both chirping at each other, but you got to keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. All right, it is Stumpah time here on the Pete Braley Show, and this is the same one we had yesterday. We gave you the clue yesterday, so you had Gary, you had no TV, you had no excuse not to dwell on this all night.
You better get it.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
Our Stumpah question is, more than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
And our clue yesterday, is it upsetting to your coworkers? Probably not. All right. So put your answer in the chats.
Put your advertisement in the chat. Send us a check.
No
and
charge.
We'll be all good.
Yeah.
I just said send us a check.
Yeah.
You're saying no charge?
By the
Free
way,
advertising on
By
it?
the way, anyone who'd like to register. Anyone who would like to advertise on
here
the
we
Pete
go.
Braley Show, feel free to notify us, whether by email or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll wear your merch, right? We'll wear
their merch.
We'll wear little Burger King shirts or something.
Okay. No. We will only endorse what we enjoy, and I do not enjoy Burger King.
Yeah.
We will not be sponsored by Burger King.
How about Bob's potato salad? Would you go with that?
No. How about Arby's? No.
Arby's?
No. How about coconut candies? No. How about banana bread? Yes. Wait a minute. No.
No.
Anyways.
You would turn down money from Arby's? That is pity. That
is pity.
That is what's the
That
word?
is
petty.
petty.
That is petty.
I mean, you should, as someone who makes stuff. I mean, you know this from the radio show. You should never endorse stuff you don't support.
Yeah.
Because you're telling your audience that it's good and you like it.
True confession time now?
Uh-oh. What? I hate it when you do this because I don't know what he's going to say. I feel like you're going to go back on everything I just said.
No, I used to do ad-lib commercials, meaning basically it meant that I was going to talk about your product for about 90 seconds, more than a regular commercial, you know. And there were times when I would endorse it. I would say, yes, I ate there last night with my wife. We loved it. And somebody asked me once, they said, do you really believe all those things you talk about? And I told them, I said, the secret is listen to the commercial. If I basically just talk about the product and tell you, yeah, it's available here, go pick it up. But if I start saying things like, I tried this, it was really good, I would go back again. That meant that I honestly liked it.
I guess that's not that bad because you probably didn't have a say on the things that you didn't like.
No,
All right. I'll
anybody could advertise on the show, and our sales staff would go out and try to get anybody to advertise.
That's not that bad. So if you said that you enjoyed it, you actually did.
If I really went to town and really endorsed the product, then I believed in it. Otherwise, I would just tell you about it.
All right, we need to have a Stumpah meeting before the Stumpah. We actually take answers.
Oh, okay.
BRB, 1 second.
We'll be right back.
We're back.
Hey, do you edit that for the podcast?
If it's a very long break, I do. I
Because
do.
I
think
noticed
there was
that.
one time I didn't because I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
But I did listen back one time, and it's very awkward on the podcast. It's like, we'll be right back. And it's so long of silence. So I make the silence short.
I was listening to the podcast, I think last week when I was driving to a basketball game to do.
Yeah.
And it had us go into a conference, and it was real short. And it's like, man, I remember that being longer. So,
No, I cut that short. The intro music is always shorter. Because on the show here, like the intro music, I let it run for like the full loop.
to give everyone a chance to get in.
To give people a chance to get in. But I think of the podcast, like, could you imagine if there's like 45 seconds of music before you're trying to listen to a podcast?
Yeah.
I'd be clicking off that so quick. So I trim that. There's like 5 seconds of music, and then we go into it. Anyways, here we go. We got the Stumpah here. The first answer right off the bat from Justin: bring food for coworkers. I'm going to mark it wrong, but you're very close.
Very close.
Very, very close.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go down with the other answers. Give a ride to a coworker.
Nope.
Not it. More than half of those surveyed have done this at least once at work. What is it? Let's see. Diane says, watch the Pete Braley Show on your phone.
Hey, there you go.
Pete Braley, good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Gary says, the Pete Braley Show sponsored by DJ Gaza Entertainment. Yeah. That's the correct answer. Yeah.
All right.
Justin says, not help a rude customer.
No, that's not it.
Gary says, stayed late. No.
Stayed late? No.
Diane says, listen to music or watch TV show on your phone.
No.
Not it.
No.
Justin said, bring coffee for coworkers. No.
You're in the right neighborhood.
Same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Justin said, eat food on the job. No.
No.
Gary said, bring cake in for a birthday. No.
No.
Same idea as Justin. You guys are dancing around the answer now.
We be dancing.
Yeah, that's all. I need more answers. Gary said, bring donuts for a birthday.
Bring donuts for birthday.
I think we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take. The answer's bringing donuts.
That's correct.
So Gary's the winner.
I know Justin's going to be mad. Justin's always mad because he's the one that's always like, close.
Close.
He's the setup answer. So he's going to be mad. But we said Gary had to get it, and Gary got it.
Is that a thing? Bringing donuts for? I used to just
For
the
birthdays?
donuts were there, man. They were birthdays brought just someone brought a cake, but
In the TV show The Office, Michael Scott brought in donuts for everybody, but acted like someone brought in donuts for his birthday.
okay,
Yeah.
all right,
So he did bring in donuts for a birthday. It was his own, though.
okay.
Yeah. So it's a thing, I guess, on TV.
I used to love it when people brought donuts. Wasn't that a great day?
Did you ever bring donuts, Pete? Or were you just the donut eater?
Well, see, I was the guy that was always in, like first or second.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So some would say that means you should be the guy that gets donuts.
I honestly
set the
can't-
tone for the day, Pete.
Isn't this horrible? I can't remember bringing donuts.
And you're like, oh, I loved when people brought in donuts, but I never did it. I expect donuts here tomorrow morning.
All I can do is apologize.
I expect donuts here tomorrow morning.
Right there tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Better get up early.
Did you have somebody in your office too, by the way, that would cut the donut in half because, she shouldn't eat that much? And then she'd come back later for the other half.
See, I don't hate it though, because I think, what if you get a bunch of different kinds, and that was like the last one? Give somebody else a chance to get a little chocolate frosted with sprinkles. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
All
And
right.
Don't be rash on people, Pete.
No, but
I'm not going to take this negativity.
But
when we preach in the beginning of the show, we're starting people off on a positive note.
Positive.
Yeah.
But I just said I thought it was funny that she would come back for the other half.
You
a little
sound like you
later.
have someone specific in mind because you keep referencing she, when this is definitely a unisex issue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know who this person is.
So whoever
that you're
used to come
thinking
in.
of.
Time for today's fascinating fact about the American flag. The American flag, the current American flag, was designed by a high school student. I know you're thinking, nah, Betsy Ross, man. No, I'm talking about the one with 50 stars. Betsy didn't have 50 stars. It started as a school project for Bob Heft in his junior year history class in 1958, and he only got a B- for it. His design had 50 stars, even though at the time, 1958, Alaska and Hawaii were not states yet. Heft figured the two would earn statehood soon, and he showed the government his design. After President Dwight Eisenhower called to say the design was approved, Heft's teacher changed his grade to an A.
That just shows some teachers suck. They need validation before they switch it.
How can you give the guy a B- when the president liked it? Huh?
I guarantee this is what happened. He thought of the design, and he was like, he put out the 48 stars, and there was just 2 spaces for the last 2 stars, and he was like, it would be perfect if we had 50.
Maybe.
And he was like, somebody research it. Is there talk of 2 more?
It's going to happen.
Yeah. So then he submitted it.
Time for a trending topic from Reddit. A topic that's trending this morning is, what's a meal that you love the taste of, but you hate to eat?
So at first I didn't understand it, but then the examples you have, actually, I agreed with a couple of them.
Now, we had something similar, I think. Remember I talked about a favorite food that's just like too much work? You don't do it that often because it's too much work.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
But this one, some of the examples, all right? What is a meal that you love the taste of, but you hate to eat? First answer was big burgers. If it's taller than my mouth goes wide, or it needs squashing for me to get an even bite on all layers, I hate it.
Once you have a big enough burger, the ratios are all off. It's too much beef. You don't taste the other things.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
a nice, concise burger.
How many times have you been at a restaurant and they bring your food and it's like, how am I going to get that in my mouth?
It's like sometimes at sit-down restaurants, I don't get burgers because they're not that great.
Really? You don't think so?
Some other sit-downs get it right. But a lot of sit-down places do that. They make the burger too big.
Yeah. Somebody else said, I've never had this happen, but they said pineapple, it burns my mouth because I eat too much.
Okay, see, I don't really think that answers the question here. You did that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? It tasted fine.
But you ate too much.
You didn't hate it. You just ate like an entire pineapple.
Yeah.
Also, did you peel it? I don't understand why it's stinging. Like, did you keep the sharp pieces on and slice your tongue with them?
Don't do that, no.
No.
Someone else mentioned shrimp, crawfish, and crab. They are so much work for so little reward.
I don't think shrimp is that much work.
That's true. It's just
Is there a form of eating shrimp where it's like still in the shell? Does shrimp have a shell?
Yeah, the tail. It has a tail. So
yeah, but isn't the actual shrimp, the whole thing is a shell, isn't it? When you get like shrimp cocktail, isn't it pre-stripped of most of the...
I need help.
I don't know. I don't know the anatomy of a shrimp.
This person did say they draw the line at lobster because that is worth the effort.
I disagree.
I don't know.
I disagree.
I mean, I love lobster. Do you like lobster? I forget.
It's too plain. I don't really get the hype.
Plain?
Yeah, I don't get the hype of it.
Yeah?
It is a lot of work.
You don't think it has a distinct taste?
Not that maybe I just didn't have great lobster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And let's see, a couple more here. Corn on the cob.
Agreed.
It burns your hands unless you have those little corn holder thingies.
Mm-hmm. Nobody has those.
But they're usually chintzy and don't work well. We have had them over the years.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
At times.
But the thing is, it's just, you can't eat it and not look like a monster. You ever eat corn on the cob? Like, never order corn on the cob. I don't think you can even order corn on the cob at like restaurants or anything. Never do it on a first date.
No. On a first date?
Like,
no way.
We do it with the family, and we all like look like, I don't know, we jumped in a dumpster afterwards.
The butter gets on your hands.
On your face.
Yeah.
There's corn everywhere, especially if you got facial hair. It's all over.
Oh, and you gotta get up and wash your mustache, even before I had the beard.
You have the second... oh, sorry. Keep going.
Well, you have to, because if butter gets in your mustache and you don't wash it out, that smells gnarly later.
Yeah. But then you literally have to get up, wash your face, and brush your teeth and floss the second you're done.
Yeah, that's another. You always get it stuck in your teeth.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
It's great taste. It's not worth it.
But this person said it's so delicious.
Debatable.
Someone mentioned toast that's so hard it cuts my mouth.
Make softer toast.
Same goes for baguettes with a super hard crust.
I do have that problem. Trish makes this football snack where it's a chicken nugget in between two mini waffles.
Yeah.
And it's coated in like barbecue sauce. Fantastic. Tastes great. You will cut the roof of your mouth.
Yep.
There's no way to eat it without cutting the roof of your mouth. Just when you bite down on the little sandwich, the waffle gets you.
Yeah, every time.
So that would be my submission to this list.
And we haven't tried this yet. Mom got a fondue set for what, Christmas? We haven't used it yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Somebody did mention fondue, not so much at home, but at one of those melting pot types of places. First of all, it's way overpriced for food you have to cook yourself. It's too bad because I enjoyed the tastes, but not the whole activity of having to cook it. So I'm not a fondue guy. So I mean, I don't. It's
I'm
not
interested to try. I've never had it.
It's not that I dislike it. It's just that I haven't done it that often. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we gotta do it soon.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Told you we would talk about bedtime snacks today. What makes a good bedtime snack? And yes, there is a portion of the story that says what makes a bad nighttime snack. Just about everyone needs a bedtime snack every now and then, but did you know you can actually improve your health with certain late night treats?
Ooh, all right.
Sanchita Sen is a sleep coach. I would love that job. Come on, you can sleep. Do it.
I don't think you'd be good at that job.
No?
No, you don't sleep well. I feel like you should have to sleep well.
The sleep coach, Sanchita Chen, says you should never deprive yourself of food when you're hungry before bedtime.
Which is good to know, because the other day I was starving, but I was like, no, you always hear it. You shouldn't eat right before you go to sleep.
Right. But she
Wish I
says,
knew.
Your body will not have the necessary energy stored for when you wake up.
I don't think I felt good that morning. So this is all making sense now.
She does have some tips about what to reach for, okay? We should reach for fruits, such as bananas, cherries, and tomatoes, plus walnuts and oats.
He just snuck tomatoes in there.
Yeah, tomatoes is in the... Well, it just got me because it said fruits.
Who's getting ready for bed? And they're like, you know what, let me grab a couple tomatoes.
Let me grab a couple of tomatoes, yeah. She says walnuts and oats are high in melatonin. Peanut butter, apples, and avocado toast, which can all contribute to better sleep.
I thought apples woke you up. I read something that said you could substitute your coffee with an apple.
For an apple. You're right.
I don't know how great of an idea that is.
Charlie?
Hey, Charlie, I understand you're a big food fan, but let's take it easy.
Whole wheat bread also regulates blood sugar, which is a big plus, according to Sanchita. Who's going to go for those things?
Just a quick slice of whole wheat bread. Nothing better.
As for the things to avoid, pretty much everything I would go to. No, I wouldn't do this. Fried, fatty, high-carb, and sugary foods. I would go for cookies, though.
I would go for pasta.
Which can cause indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, and can slow down your metabolism.
Interesting.
Also, anything high in caffeine, as caffeine can make it harder to fall asleep.
Oh, that's obvious.
Of course. Yeah. She also warns against spicy foods and overeating in general, which I think makes sense.
You know what I didn't hear on that list is goldfish crackers, so I'm going to assume that I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that I'm okay to eat that before bed.
Because what did she say to avoid? She fried, fatty, high-carb, and sugary foods. Nope, you're good.
Didn't say anything about salty.
Yep.
So I'm going to keep on eating goldfish crackers.
You're good about your goldfish crackers.
Yes,
there.
sir.
Yes, sir. Here's the story about the lady going to her cabinet. This came out of Washington, D.C., and it's a story about a woman who had a rather unexpected Throwback Thursday recently. A few weeks ago, she opened a cabinet in her home, and she found a perfectly preserved McDonald's burger from 5 years ago.
Gross.
Which just makes you wonder why it was in a cabinet.
Whoever put it in a cabinet, yeah.
Megan Candry says she put the sandwich aside way back when, planning to experiment on it, but totally forgot about it.
Oh, okay, that's why. It was an experiment. I don't
know what she was going to do.
It wasn't a great idea, but I respect that she was doing it for science and not to eat later.
She stumbled upon it when she was looking for some decorations and accidentally knocked over a storage container. Condry says the cheeseburger didn't smell bad or like anything actually, and it looked the same as the day she bought it.
That's what worries me.
She fortunately skipped tasting it.
Thank goodness.
She said it was rock hard. It was hard as a hockey puck. I could probably smash a window with it. Now, a rep from McDonald's explains, in the right environment, our burgers, like most other foods, could decompose. But in order to decompose, you need certain conditions, specifically moisture. Without sufficient moisture, bacteria may not grow, and decomposition is unlikely. So she had it in a container.
Okay, can we get like a scientist's opinion and maybe not a rep from McDonald's? Because the rep from McDonald's goal was to convince us all that it's normal for their burgers to look the same after 5 years. Which
Right.
obviously raises concerns about what the hell is in that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would like a scientist, please.
Imagine 5 years discovering a McDonald's. I'm just surprised that it wasn't, like hairy and had stuff growing on it.
I mean, I get it was an experiment, but how do you put it in a place where you're going to forget about it? Like, I'm just thinking of it. There's not a place in this house I would put a burger and forget about it.
No.
No. Well, granted, Trish wouldn't let me, but
No.
Hey, Charles.
And Charlie would track down the burger.
What's up with you, buddy?
But it has
You're
no smell, Charles.
Very loud today, Charles.
It has no smell.
Let me see if I can get Charles on the show.
Okay. We'll get to the random question in just a bit, but there's a new survey that found that employees want to ditch certain work cliches in favor of emojis and slang. So they'd rather use slang or they'd rather come up with emojis for this. What phrases do they want to get rid of? All right, take yourself back to the office here, those of you that are retired and such. But these are the phrases, I'll count them down, all right? From number 14. There's quite a tie here for things like, there's no I in team.
Okay.
Yeah, they're tired.
But there is an M-E.
And that's me. Number 13 is, can we circle back on that? They want to get rid of circle back.
That means leave me alone for now.
True. They'd like to get rid of back to square one. Well, I guess we're back to square one.
I don't know. That one doesn't bother me as much. No.
Tied at 13% is loop me in. Please loop me in.
Yeah. Or CC me on that.
Number 10 is think outside the box. I mean, that's been used for how many years?
Think outside the box.
Let's think outside the box.
For Taco Bell.
Oh, think outside the
Think
box.
it done. Or whatever.
Number 9 is touch base. Can we touch base on that later? So I guess if people in this survey want to use cliches, we're going to have like a baseball base and something like that, touch base. Number 8 is no worries. I used to have a guy who said that all the time.
No worries?
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Well, it's just if you used it all the time,
Now I'm a little self-conscious. I'm a big no worries guy.
Are you really? Yeah.
Well, when someone says, I'm
going to be about a half hour late.
Hey, no worries. Doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all right. You do you.
How about new normal? Are you tired of people saying that?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's only been around, though, since the pandemic, hasn't it?
Well, that's our new normal, I guess.
I guess this is just the new normal now.
Charlie giving me his paw. Now, is he giving me a paw because that usually gets him a cookie?
Probably.
Yeah.
He also probably wants you to stop the show so that you can get him a cookie.
Stop the show and play with me more. Sorry for the delay is number 6 on the list. I don't have a problem with that.
I think it's necessary sometimes.
Top 5 now. Number 5 is let's give 110%. When everybody should know you can't give more than 100%.
That's true.
Team player comes in at number 4.
Let's just be a team player here.
Yeah, come on. Can we?
Okay, come on.
Number 3 is just checking in. Hey, just checking in.
It's a little annoying.
A little annoying.
I mean, if you're working hard on something, somebody needs to know all the time. Just checking in. Where are we at on this?
So what's left? This is the work cliches that people would like to get rid of. Number 2 is keep me in the loop, getting 15% of the vote.
Just keep me in a loop.
I'm not going to pay attention, but just keep me in the loop on what's going on.
And number 1 is ASAP. People want to get rid of saying ASAP.
Get that to me ASAP, okay?
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I guess.
don't use that a lot for you.
It is an important time frame, though. Get it to me as soon as you're capable of doing it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, why don't you say that then?
Well,
Instead of
that's
saying ASAP.
That takes a long time to say.
That's true.
As soon as you're capable of doing it. Doesn't really have the same flow.
No, I guess it doesn't. Time for today's random question, and our question is, what game have you spent the most hours playing?
Now, are we talking phone games? We talking board games? We talking video games? We talking all games? What are we talking here?
We are wide open, so we can say
Wide open.
whatever you want. My answer to this was solitaire. I have probably spent
In your lifetime?
in
Yeah.
my lifetime playing more solitaire, and I do mean on my phone
Yeah, it's probably a safe guess.
or tablet.
It's not as satisfying when you do it manually. There's no...
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotta have the sounds.
Yeah.
I gotta have the sound effects.
Plus, it's just a lot of work. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the truth. Solitaire, that's a good one. I've played a lot of Solitaire.
It can't be Wordle. I was thinking of Wordle, but
No.
I mean, Wordle, you done in, 5 minutes?
And it also hasn't been around long enough to say that that's the most you played.
By the way, I have to raise my cup here. This guy got Quirtle yesterday.
I did. Yes. I played Quirtle. I got it. The last word took me 9 guesses, the max limit, but I did get them all.
This is when you have 4 words.
It's Wordle times 4.
Yeah, you got 4 cards.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. Definitely is a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of thinking involved. Because you're guessing the same letters for all 4 words, and then once you get the word in one of the 4, that one stops. So then you're down to 3, then you're down to 2, then you're down to 1. So it's interesting. You got to be very strategic with the guesses. But yeah, let's see. What game did I play the most?
What game would you say you have spent the most hours playing?
Hey, Charles, let's not choose.
Can we leave the mat alone?
Why don't you come over here?
He's eating the corners of that.
Or trying to. He just picks it up with his paws and then looks at you like, I'm about to do this.
Could you chew on the toy that
you-
we bought you, that I brought in today just for you?
It's right next to you. It's a nice donut.
Yes.
Enjoy it. That represents the Stumpah winner right there.
It's got fake chocolate frosting on it.
Brought in donuts for the coworkers. Video game. What have I played the most? Madden in my lifetime. I'm a Madden guy.
Madden guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't face me in Madden. You don't want to face me in Madden.
Now, I understand what? Call of Duty is a different story, right?
I've gotten better.
Okay.
I'm not great though.
Okay.
No, I'm not great.
But no Madden. Don't go with
Don't try and face me in Madden. It won't work out for you.
Not gonna happen.
I'm just saying. If you think you're good, just know I'm better. I don't know. That might not be true.
How are you with that FIFA game you got?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Justin is far superior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's good.
I
Years
hold
of
my own.
experience.
I hold my own.
Okay.
I hold my own.
All right.
That's all I'll say. Let's see. Let's go down the list here. What do we got? Dana says PS4 Gran Turismo Sport.
Oh.
I've never been into a lot of driving games. I feel like I need to. Are they fun? Charlie, stop. I apologize for my younger brother, Charlie. Kat says, Matt, when I was younger, Matt, you'll remember Webkins. Today it would be Disney Emoji Blitz or my Harry Potter Lego video game. Webkins. What a throwback.
I don't remember Webkins.
It was the little stuffed animals you bought. They had a code on it.
Oh, right.
You play online.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Webkins hasn't made a comeback. They got to be scheming. There are a lot of people in the 20 to 30 range
That would jump at that.
that would jump at it now as adults.
Huh.
They've got to be planning something. Does anyone else feel that? It was too good of a game and it disappeared. I don't know. Something's going to be happening. It's going to come back.
Probably.
It'll be one of those things where maybe in a couple more years when the people that were playing Webkins start to have kids. So that way the kids of the parents will get into it, but so will the parents.
Gotcha.
It'll happen.
That would work.
I'm going to clip this, and then when it comes out, hopefully I can show people, be like, I predict the future.
By the way, I have to talk to Kat just for a second here. I'm sorry I wore this shirt today.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't until we got downstairs and everything. This shirt used to drive Kat crazy.
Why?
Well, can you come in with the other? Maybe it's closer.
What?
She used to say this pattern made her dizzy.
Oh, maybe a little.
So, yeah, sorry.
That doesn't help at all.
No?
No, zipping up you still got sleeves. It's a sleeveless vest.
Oh.
You can see the sleeves.
Oh, well.
Go put on a hoodie
Sorry.
right now.
I'll be right back.
Rip off that curtain rod and cover up. Honestly, the curtain probably wouldn't help. That's
a pretty wild print, though.
It is.
don't you?
It is also a wild print.
Am I clashing?
You're actually matching.
Oh, good.
I think.
Good.
Personally, my fashion opinion says that you're matching.
So, Kat, she's funny because she'll be here, like we're watching a game or something, and she'll have her phone out, and I'll say, what are you doing on your phone? And she'll say, I'm playing my Harry Potter game.
Well, that's not on her phone, buddy.
Oh, okay.
That's on the Switch.
The Switch.
Can you learn technology, please?
I don't even know what the Switch is.
It's the handheld one, but that can also be on the TV. The little handles come off.
It's amazing how they do things nowadays.
Oh, my God.
I don't get it.
Justin says Halo 3 or Black Ops 2 Zombies. Black Ops 2 Zombies, man. That was a good time.
I'm like out of my league here.
Black
I'm
Ops
like,
2 Black Ops 2 was the video game when me and Justin became friends. So that holds
okay.
a special spot.
Of course it would.
Many hours were played on that game. Many hours were played. That was when I was really bad.
Do you guys
ever still wanted to be friends with me? So that means a lot. That means a lot.
Do you guys ever have a flashback and go back and play that, or what?
Sometimes it's tough because there was a period when you could play Black Ops 2 on the newer consoles. We'd have to like go back and plug in our old stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that would be a lot of work there.
That's how they get you to buy new stuff, huh?
Gary says, I want in on this. PS5 FIFA games. FIFA.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. FIFA's fun. I'm not great at it, but it's fun.
Okay.
The newer FIFA's a little frustrating sometimes.
Why?
They could do some things better than they don't.
Okay.
In the game. And we think they know it, but they just don't do it.
Mm.
It's a little annoying. Kat says that she hates that shirt.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Okay. So that's our random question today. We'll put it up on Facebook and Twitter a bit later. What game have you spent the most hours playing? And yeah, think about it on your phone too. What game do you? I never got into Candy Crush. I was not a Candy Crush guy, but I know a lot of people that did play. And did you ever do Candy Crush?
No.
Yeah.
I've never gotten into Candy Crush. I will say every time I go to pick up Charlie, he goes right in front of the cameras, so I can't.
He has to go behind.
Yeah.
What was the other game?
Plus, I think he wants to sit over here, but he can't get over here. But when I go to, he doesn't understand that I have to pick him up behind the camera.
Right.
So that everyone's not looking at my ass.
And what was the other one? Angry Birds, right? Didn't we all get into Angry Birds?
Yeah, we played that a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, not too much. Does anyone remember Flappy Bird or Floppy Bird? Which one was it? How did you say it? It was the one where you had to tap the screen and get the guy through the little gates or whatever.
Did I play that?
You maybe have. It was pretty big a couple years ago.
I don't
The
remember.
bird would like fall every time you tapped. He would go up, so you had to tap it perfectly to get him through all the gates.
Oh,
remember that?
Okay.
Was it Flappy or Floppy Bird? Flappy Bird. I think it was Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird?
I'm going with Flappy.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
From BuzzFeed this morning comes people are sharing some of the most embarrassing. The most embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
Well, see, the next word is cringeworthy. So
okay.
Embarrassing, cringeworthy things that their higher-ups have said or done. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to bring up any bad memories here. If you might have bad memories of what a former boss did at your place. Some people, one person once said, I worked for a director who would eat any food that was left in our community refrigerator. He literally did not care that someone else had brought it, and it was their only food for the day. He once ate leftover lobster that someone had brought in from a super fancy dinner. He would always say, if they didn't want me to eat it, they shouldn't have put it in the refrigerator.
Come on. Can you imagine bringing in some leftovers? And the only thing, no one likes work. The only thing that's getting you through your day is leftovers that you have in the fridge.
You know what's in the fridge.
And someone steals it. What a scumbag.
Yeah.
Can't stand for that.
A post from someone labeled, calls himself Everything and Nothing. She says, my boss told me I looked like his favorite porn star. Hello? How do you respond or come back from that one? Someone named Mostly Apples said, my boss was generally a good manager, but he was an incorrigible oversharer. Like he'd walk in on Monday morning and tell me about the horrible diarrhea he had over the weekend.
Gross.
Yeah. A little TMI there.
As a fellow oversharer, you don't overshare about those things.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. And finally, someone said, what's this? Tudu Porsico says, my female boss bought me lingerie for my birthday.
It's weird.
Now, if the male boss did that, that would be...
It's weird on all levels.
Yeah.
That's not okay on any level.
Let's just go with it's weird.
Just don't. Why would you do that? It's weird.
Do we have any other any chats before we wrap up?
No, I think we're pretty much there.
good.
Charlie's just driving me insane, man.
He was like this Monday, wasn't he? On the
I don't remember.
when
we didn't do a show on Monday.
We didn't do a show on Monday, but I'm just saying he was like super on alert. You know, somebody's walking by.
I'm just so mad. He was sleeping so soundly. It's all your fault.
That's all my. I
It's all
woke
your
him up
fault.
when he heard me get a
He
treat.
was sleeping. It's like you took out his coffee. He smelt the coffee and he was ready to go. From
I'm
that
up,
point on.
ready.
Now he's barking in the window. Charlie,
Hey!
come on, dude. What's going on? You're all over the place.
Charlie. Hey, come here.
Come here. Get down here.
It's going to be one of those days because it's supposed to go to near 60 today.
Hey, you. Don't
It's
look out that window.
It's supposed to be like 55 or 60 today.
Hey, get over here.
And then Friday it's going to snow.
Come here.
So we got love New England. I think
Charlie.
in southern New England, I think we're going to be okay. They're saying 2 to 4 inches.
Okay.
But it won't take much. You know, just go to Taunton, I think, which
It'll
is
be
like
higher.
20 minutes away. But if you go inland, it could be 4 to 8 inches. And then if this gets up near Abbey, I think they could get a foot in Vermont. So,
But that's just like a normal day for them, right?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
That's a dusting. That's a dusting. For
yeah,
them.
a foot of snow is
Yeah,
for them.
exactly.
All right, that'll do it for today. Don't forget to stay tuned for the post show. We're going to catch up on some chats and just hang out for a bit. We do have a thought for the day. If you do have to get going, though, our thought is when God sees you doing your part, developing what he has given you, then he will do his part and open doors that no man can shut. All right. Back with the post show in just a minute.
We're back.
Hello.
Charlie's here.
Why? What are you chewing your foot? What are you doing?
He doesn't really know what he's
He
doing.
doesn't know.
Hey, Charles. Oh, I think he's probably trying to get crumbs. I gave him a treat on your lap. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to get crumbs.
He's trying to get things that we can't see, but he's like, I can smell it.
Charlie.
It's there.
Hey,
Hello.
just look at the people. They want to see a beautiful face.
Look at the camera.
Don't force his face up there.
Hello,
Jeez,
puppy.
let's take it easy.
Hello, puppy.
Anyway,
That was
so
a good
we're
show.
back.
It was a good show today.
Yeah,
thanks,
I liked
thanks,
it.
thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's see, what do we got? We had more talk about food. Back to shrimp. Danny said, yes, shrimp are served peeled, but you can go to places and get peel and East shrimp.
I think he means peel and eat.
Oh, peel and eat
Peel
shrimp.
and eat shrimp.
I was like, what is East shrimp? But okay. Yeah, see, I knew
'Cause
I,
I guess-
I knew a little something.
I guess if
Not just a hat rack. I had a boss that always said that.
if you get the shrimp right off the boat, they have to be deveined or something, right? I don't even know what they have to do to them.
I might never eat shrimp again after this conversation. Anyways, Justin said there's an enzyme in pineapple that breaks down proteins, which makes your mouth burn.
Oh, okay.
But again, just don't eat a lot of it, right? Like, why is this guy? It sounded like the guy was eating, like, I don't know, an entire thing of pineapple.
Right.
Like, he cut up a pineapple, ate the whole thing. And then it's like, no crap, man. It's like when you eat too much candy, like hard candy or something, the inside of your cheek burns. No? Like too many Jolly Ranchers or something?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could do that.
Same thing. Just
Yep.
don't eat a ton of Jolly Ranchers.
Are we still looking for crumbs?
Of course he is.
Oh, okay.
And now he's standing up.
I was reading the iPad, which you
Okay.
can see.
What are you doing? You want to hop down? What do you want?
This is like when we're riding in the truck. He
Yeah.
sits on my lap
Yeah.
sometimes.
And he just stands there.
Yeah, and he stands there like he's, as you can, well, you can't really see, but he's got 3 legs on me
Yeah.
and 1 on the couch.
Oh, Charles.
And then, so add to this, the bumps of a car ride, and
Yeah.
he's got good balance.
I guess. Oh,
got
you're
good
tired?
balance.
Why don't you take a nap? Big yawn, man.
From barking during the show, man. That's
You're
what did it.
The star of the post show here, Charles.
Wasn't somebody on Foodie? Paul Coe
Yeah. Big Charlie fan.
commented on one of the Foodie Fridays that he said, "I love Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie's great.
I heart
Charlie's
Charlie."
great, except when he's not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding. He's always
a
great.
puppy.
He's just a little loud sometimes.
What do you think Mom's going to do for his birthday? Think she's going to go crazy? Party hats?
I don't really know. Part of me can't tell if she's joking or not.
Yeah.
I feel like she's not because she does love Charlie
I
more
know.
than like any human.
Yeah, more than any of us.
So I
She loves
feel like
Charlie.
she is actually going to throw him a party. I just wonder how far she'll go. Like, are we talking party hats? Is she going to get like a custom? You can get like dog cakes.
Dog cakes, you're right.
Like, is she
Yeah.
going to get one of those?
I don't know.
I think she's going to
Well,
get a ton of presents.
We'll
to
let
be
you know.
honest.
We think it's, Tuesday, right?
I wonder if we're celebrating Tuesday. Are we celebrating Saturday?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because the family can be here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We shall see.
I don't know.
She talked last night. She was talking about bringing them to work. Dana works at the same company.
She can't do that.
Can she take a dog to work?
No.
Because she was saying we'll set you up on the console. So I was of course playing along.
That's all a joke.
I was like, Mom, can I get one of those yellow safety vests?
I mean, that would be kind of cute. He does like his jackets.
Yeah.
He has a rain jacket, a cold weather jacket. Justin says we need live updates about Charlie's birthday. Yeah, once we find out. I feel like we need to buy him a present or else Trisha's gonna like murder us.
Yeah, we are gonna have to.
We're gonna have to do something.
We'll have to go to Petco where the pets go, right?
I guess. But you got to be strategic about the toys, I guess. By the way, Gary said, with talk of donuts for the Stumpah, I think I'm going to take a trip to Rhode Island's famous donuts at Alley's.
I've heard of that.
Make a quick pit stop here, and then you're good to go.
There he goes.
Later, Charles. He looks back like, what's a big deal, Pete?
Okay, I was just. It was Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
Was the game.
Knew it.
So,
Yeah, do you recognize it now?
No, I don't think I've ever played that.
Come on. You've definitely played Flappy.
I
Is
don't
this
think
still a
I've
game?
played-
I always wonder if you can still download these games.
Flappy Bird
should
is
check.
a mobile game developed by a video game artist.
Go to the App Store, buddy. It's not that hard. Let's see.
I will do that.
Gary said, now about the TV, plan is to go look at a new one during lunch. Check. You don't have a warranty or anything? That's ridiculous. 4 years, man. They should last longer than that.
They should.
They should.
They should for the amount they cost, because you're not going to get a cheap one, probably.
Kat says, I'm going to be that person, Matt. Didn't get the Battle of the Sibs edited, LOL. See, here's the thing. I had it edited to an extent, but I said to Pete, I said, here's what you can choose. We can show it tomorrow, or we can show it Thursday and it'll be better. I can add more things, have it edited better for Thursday. It just takes me a little more time.
Yep.
And so we decided to go for the better quality Battle of the Sibs for tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do.
That's what
I'm going
we
to
are.
finish it up right after the show today, and we're going to do Battle of the Sibs tomorrow. It's gonna be
Cat
great.
telling stories, huh? Getting behind
I
the
mean,
scenes.
disrespectful. She was here. She saw the process. It's a lot of work. There's a lot. Battle of the Sibs is probably my most intensive job on the show. Is editing Battle of the Sibs.
Do you know I can get Pac-Man for my tablet?
Let me ask you this. Did you think that you couldn't?
That's now that I think about it.
This day and age?
Yeah,
Did you think
yeah.
that you couldn't?
So
Gary,
there
said,
is-
Gary said paper toss. Do you remember paper toss?
Yes.
That was like the first game
That
that
moment
anybody has ever downloaded.
There would be a fan blowing. You had to
Yeah.
play the wind.
It was like, I think it was an orange trash can. You had to
Oh,
throw
you
the
know what
paper
else I used to love? Elf bowling.
I don't even think that was an app. That was back to like computer. That was a computer game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What about pinball on a computer?
Yes.
Everybody's played pinball. Gary said warranty was 3 years. That's how they get you.
And it broke in 4. Happens every time.
Ridiculous. Gail bought her TV in 2010.
And it's still going, huh?
Wow. Gail also said I'm late, but I'm here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
I do appreciate the fact that so many of you are here every day is just amazing.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty
Anyway, yeah, you can go searching, get some Flappy Bird.
Let's see. Val M said escargot, back for food that, what was the question? A meal that you love the taste of but hate to eat. Escargot, they even have a special tool.
Snails. That is snails.
I forgot that was snails.
Yeah.
What's the tool? Probably just scoop them out or
Yeah,
something out of the
guess.
shell.
Now, wait, you love mussels. Because
do.
you and Sarah can polish away a dish of mussels so quick, and you won't try snails, huh?
No. I think it's good. I don't know.
I haven't had it either.
You see snails on like the side of your house. What makes you? I'm gonna eat that. One day. It's going to be great. It's going to be really great. Gail remembers elf bowling. Dana says snowball fight.
I can hear it in my head. Gutter ball.
Was there? That? That's right. Yeah. What snowball fight? Was that a game?
Snowball fight.
Was that a game? I don't know if I remember snowball fight. Maybe it was before my time.
Oh, I shall Google snowball
fight. Here we
fight.
go. Google McGee over here.
I was just checking my phone, by the way, because I'm not sure if I have a hockey game today.
Yeah.
Our producer, the guy who runs the live truck, I texted him yesterday and I said, so we go for Wednesday. I had a high school hockey game to cover today. I still do, as far as I know. It's at 3 o'clock. I texted him yesterday. I said, we still go for Wednesday? And he was like, I don't know. I got the stomach bug.
Feel better.
First thing I went,
who's getting a call? Who?
I am.
Oh, my goodness. Is it important?
No, it's one of... It's one of those multiple 993-099.
It starts with a V.
Yeah. Phone numbers from Foxborough, Massachusetts.
That sounds safe.
Should I take this on speaker?
No. Because with our luck, it'd be like, hey, Pete, this is so-and-so's office with your urinalysis results. Just be like, great, that's on the internet. All right. By the way, back to the donut thing. Dana says, Ma Braley brings in cookies. She does.
Yes.
It offends us slightly, but most of the time she makes a double batch, brings one batch to work.
Yes.
On rare occasions, though, she makes cookies and she's like, you can't eat them. And we're like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
What do you mean you can't eat them? She's like, they're for work.
There are cookies in my house and I can't eat them?
But I think nowadays she knows better. She's got to make 2 batches.
Yep.
She's got to make 2 batches. Val brings in munchkins, and she said Pete was at work before the donut shops open. Donut shops open early.
No, they're open.
Yeah. Don't try and cut him some slack. I
think the earliest
we don't do that on this show.
I would get in around 5. Oh no, that's right. There was a time when my show ran from 5 to 9, which I hated. Oh my!
As opposed to 6 to 10.
Used to be 6 to 10 or 6 to 9, but they had me start at 5, and it's like, oh god.
You want to start doing the show at 5?
No, I'm okay with that.
No. Well, you say the word.
So
I won't be awake for it, but you could do it.
I used to get in 45 minutes to an hour before my shift so that I could look at the news from overnight and pull some sound clips that I want to use. But when they said, we're going to start you at 5, I was like, okay, I'll be in about 20 of.
I'll be in my pajamas.
I am not going to arrive at work at 4. That's not going to happen.
Back to the umpire thing, the guy punching the umpire. Val said, you were raised right, Matt. Picture the punishment you would have gotten if you did punch or even push an ump. True. But I don't know. Does it cross people's mind? I feel like the kid might have had like anger issues or something.
Probably.
He should probably get some help.
I'm sure there's something driving it.
In order to punch a ref.
Yeah.
Jeez. Don't be doing that. I haven't seen the video. Should I? I feel like I need to watch the video.
Yeah.
Who was it? I think Gary said he saw the video. He looked up the video.
And the kid was being escorted off the ice by another ref. So it wasn't the ref that called the penalty on him. It was another ref.
Which is weird.
So
I wonder, did the ref say something to him? I would hope not. That's not really a ref thing to do.
Yeah.
Man, that's messed up.
There's a guy on Facebook. What's his site called? I think it's called Offsides. And he's a soccer referee. And he collects these stories from all across the country about people going crazy at the events. And because he wants to publicize what a problem we're having,
Yeah.
That, I mean, not only is it in soccer matches, but it's showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a lack of respect.
That's why people don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Gail said, my TV also survived the move to Virginia, then to Maryland, to the storage building, then here to Conowingo.
Wow.
I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Samsung 65-inch. That's impressive. I feel like moving electronics is the most stressful thing. I know Justin can attest. He just had to move a very elaborate PC computer to Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost everything made it there except for one piece. One piece broke. But luckily, it wasn't one of the most expensive pieces.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Was it in your checked luggage or did you ship it?
Checked luggage.
Checked luggage?
He did a lot of research. I guess it was kind of like either way, you're risking it. Whether you ship it, if you ship it, you're depending on the delivery guys to not throw it all around. If you check it, you're depending on the airline guys to not throw it around.
Yeah.
For the most part, he made out good, though.
Oh, that's
and he got the new piece. It's all set up. He's good.
Nice.
Gail said, not sure how many people would be watching if you start at 5. Yeah, we're not starting at 5. No chance.
I often wonder how many people were listening.
That would be the end of
5.
my career on the show.
Yeah.
If we start at 5. I barely like the 8 o'clock. But I do it.
The alarm went off this morning, and I could have gone longer this morning.
Surprisingly, today I wasn't that bad. Hey, Charlie, it's our neighbor. He's a nice guy. Why don't you take it easy?
He's home.
Yeah.
Let him be.
Let him come home.
Okay.
Probably got some coffee. Just trying to enjoy his morning.
Maybe some donuts.
Maybe. Didn't
You know
get
what I
us
was thinking
donuts.
about when we were talking about donuts this morning? I was thinking maybe we should do a Foodie Friday at Ma's Donuts. Because for those of you that aren't local, Ma's Donuts was a donut shop across from Brooklyn Park in New Bedford. It tasted great. They were fantastic. They were the best donuts in the city. And
The other day you were like, I don't know if you remember him. Of course I remember him.
okay.
What do you think this is?
So, well, I lose track of who was what age at what time.
Who you are, what your name is. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Whatever.
What kid are you? Number 4? Okay,
Yeah,
4.
Whatever.
So the lady that ran Ma's Donuts decided she and her husband they wanted to retire, and I guess nobody in the family wanted to take over the family business at the time. I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
So Ma's closed, and everybody's like, "Oh, I miss Ma's Donuts." I did.
The demand was high.
So now I guess it's the granddaughter.
I don't know.
They've decided to reopen.
You got to fact check your things before.
Yeah. They've decided to reopen Ma's Donuts. And so she's back with the recipes. And
So you want to do another round of Ma's Donuts?
I think we should try some Ma's Donuts and
think we
say,
should do it.
yeah, this is as good as it used to
Let's
be.
put it on the schedule.
All right.
We do have some lined up. We'll add it to the list. And if anybody has any ideas, we're always open to them.
Yep.
So give us a list. We'll just record like 50 in a row. That'd be great. That'd be great. Love it. Last thing, Justin says he follows that guy on TikTok, the ref. It's a big issue.
Oh, he has this. Yeah, it is. In fact, he's gone on the Today Show. You know, they fly him, and he's the one that talks about just the lack of respect for refs.
You want one league? I mean, this is professional though, but like I feel like a lot of NFL players like really have a respect for the refs. I'm sure there's some that don't, but you always see them like in between. I love the highlights of like the refs talking to the players in between. I don't know, commercial breaks or whatever.
And I've always been amazed that all of those refs have a full-time job.
What do you mean?
Those refs that ref the NFL games
They don't only ref?
on a Sunday, no, a lot of them are lawyers.
Really?
Look it up. A lot of them are doctors.
Is that true?
These are guys. Yeah, they don't. You can Google.
I'm Googling.
No, but I mean, Major League Baseball, of course, that's your full-time job, being an umpire, which makes sense because you're playing almost every day.
Wow, you're right. They're paid well, but most of them have day jobs during the week
Yeah.
and throughout the off season.
But if you're an NFL ref, you work Sunday.
Some, including referees Walt Anderson and Terry McCauley, are officiating supervisors at the college level. So, okay, so they're others have careers unrelated to football.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because there's also refs which I didn't know until I started watching like Hard Knocks. There's refs at NFL practices.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really know what that's
All
about.
the time?
Maybe it's like younger refs training. That's what I would think. Because there's also rules. You can only practice with pads on, like a full contact practice, a certain amount of times a year. It's actually very low.
Yeah, they've changed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if maybe it's to like regulate that stuff and how much hitting goes on at practice.
That could be.
But also I could think that maybe it's like younger refs training, getting some reps in.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting though. I didn't know they had other jobs.
Yeah, they do. And I don't know if they fly into town on Saturday or Friday.
Couldn't be me.
What?
Have another job. I feel like NFL refs is intense. That'd be my job. A lawyer? Can you imagine being a lawyer 5 days a week and then you've got to deal with NFL players for another day?
Don't schedule court for early Monday.
I feel like at that point you just like being yelled at, right? If you're a lawyer and you're a ref, you just enjoy being yelled at.
That's the thing. You know, they talk about how we're seeing a decrease in the number of people that want, because who wants to be in that job to be yelled at? And I have a good friend who,
Those guys that are lawyers and refs.
yeah, I guess, but
I don't know. It's a weird passion they have.
but
I guess,
especially
to get yelled at.
youth sports, you know, like I have a friend who's been an umpire, Mr. Paiva.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Steve Paiva is an umpire he's done college games too around here. He's done softball tournaments, baseball tournaments, and he handles it well. But I mean, even easy games where the parents are coming at him for bad call, lump. Yeah.
The thing is crazy is when the kids are like 6 and the parents are going crazy. It's like, these kids are 6. It really, I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't matter. Just shut up. Watch the game. Like soccer, they're just kicking the ball around.
Yeah.
Why don't we relax?
And a lot of those games with the 6-year-old, they'll have like teens be referees,
Yeah.
You did it for 1 year and hated it, right?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had they offered a job to kids that were 14, 15, 16, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
To be the umpires for the lower level games. So Kat did a few. She liked the money, and we thought, hey, it's a great job for Matt. Matt, why don't you do? And he did a couple, and he's like, I'm good.
Not a fan. You do get yelled at
Because of the yelling?
Yeah. And from parent, like, they just like passive aggressively talk crap to you. Like if you make up one bad call, it's like, listen, there's been 18 walks this inning. We're just trying to move stuff along. Your kid can't get it in the zip code, so once he does, I'm gonna call it a strike. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, but yeah, they do. They go crazy.
Yeah.
It's like half of you are probably drunk anyways. That's what parents. That's what those parents do.
Saturday morning at 9. Half of you are drunk.
Half of you are drunk in the stands. Like, shut up. All right, shut up. I'm literally just. I'm here making $20. Like, just shut up. It's not worth it for any of us. But we're here. Yeah, your kid's not going to be the next Mike Trout. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's not going to happen.
No, your kid's throwing rainbows to the plate. I mean, I got to call something a strike, or else we're going to be here all day.
And I used to love it when people used to say, "Oh, I've got my kid's throwing curveballs." He's 13. My kids don't curve.
Not good. Don't do that. Your kid's gonna throw out his arm by the time.
I've got to get him into a good college. I got him a good good coach.
Living through your kids.
Yeah. And how many of those kids ever? And how many stories have we read where the major league star really didn't decide on baseball until his second year in college?
It happens.
So
yeah. But yeah, no, it was the games where it was like 35-72, where I couldn't take it anymore. Like, it was just the walks and the walks and the walk, and everyone kept saying like, "Hold on, it'll get more competitive," but I just couldn't take it.
Yeah,
it was No offense, no offense to the kids, but it was like a 2.5 hour game of just 75 walks in one game. I couldn't take it. It was mind numbing.
You used to do games with Kat, right? And in between,
every now and then,
in between innings, you would get together and say, "What the hell are we doing here?"
Like, I couldn't tell if being in the field was better or worse because you didn't have to deal with the balls and the strikes. But like, there were no calls to make. It was all walks. There were no calls to make.
Yeah.
And if there were, it was like, oh, ground ball to the shortstop. They overthrew the first baseman. Okay. Go ahead. This really isn't worth $25. No. I could be door dashing or something. No, DoorDash wasn't a thing.
Not at the
then.
time.
No. But anyways, that's all I got for today.
All right. That's
just ranting about sports. Yeah.
Thanks for being with us, and we will see you tomorrow for the Thursday show. All right.
And Battle of the Sibs. It will be done.
It will be edited
for tomorrow. Yeah.
No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.